Hey guys, I'm finally back with another cigar review. Sorry it's been so long, but I've been busy, real busy. And also the weather here in Miami in the summer is horrible. Rain after rain after rain, rain, rain. Today we're lucky it hasn't rained today. So I have some cigars that have been aging for a long time in my big humidor that I showed you guys, and it's just about perfect. Here's one I've been wanting to try for forever. Never had one before. CAO Brazilia. I really like CAO, but I've never had this one before, the Brazilia. I've always wanted to try it. Here has a lot of robust flavor. What it smells like right away is cloves. It's very strange. It's a nice smell, but it's very unique. So it has an Arapiraca wrapper from Brazil and Nicaraguan filler and binder. I don't think I've ever had a Brazilian tobacco. Probably in some blend of another CAO. This is Feito a Mão, handmade in Brazil, I guess. Not in Brazil, but handmade. And it says it in Portuguese. Real nice Brazilian themed wrapper. Just like the Italia or the American one they have. All the different countries, they do the country themed wrapper. This one's the Gold 5x56. You can get it some places you don't have it for $4. $4 to $6. You shouldn't pay more than $6 for this. So I'm gonna punch it, like I usually do. If it's not figurado, if it's not a torpedo, I punch it. I only cut it if it's a torpedo. I prefer the draw over punch. It just funnels all the smoke. I'm getting like right away with the pre-draw. Cloves, earth, cloves and earth. It reminds me of the cloves of the Jarum cigars and cigarettes from Indonesia. That they have the clove flavoring in them. So this reminds me of the smell. Medium draw. Not too tight, should open up after I light it. I'm gonna toast it nice and slow. Yellow flame lighter, but it's not oil. This is a cigar lighter. Uses gas just like every other torch lighter for cigars, but it is yellow flame, so it's not as hot. So I can toast it a little bit slower and not burn it too quickly at once. And if I have to, I finish off with the torch, just a quick touch onto the whole foot in the white area. But the edges I like to toast slowly. And even better when I'm indoors, if you're at a lounge, to use matches where there's no wind to bother you, because even when there's no wind outside, the matches tend to go out before you can get a good light. But if you're indoors, take advantage and use cigar matches. It's the best. I'm getting a nice toast. It smells amazing. It smells like cloves. Gives me a very interesting cigar. Wow. It's got as I thought, it has a nice cloves in there, but it's not so strong where it's annoying. It's not like, I don't know if you guys ever had a Jarum, but cloves is like an incense. If it's too strong, it's like an incense. It's like you're smoking an incense, at some Asian store where they have incenses burning and stuff. It's not that strong. It's just real light, sweet clove, which is very, very good, real balanced. And probably some mild, unsweetened dark chocolate there. A little bit of earth. You definitely get the cloves that you notice in the pre-light. Real nice, very different. It's got that nice dark chocolate, but it's not sweet. It's like a true dark chocolate, just natural, before they put the sugar in it. Dark chocolate cloves, but not so strong that it's like an incense. And a nice deep, like a moist dirt, earth. Very nice. I heard a couple friends say it has coffee, but I'm not tasting any coffee. decent amount of smoke. Hopefully it opens up. I like it with a lot of thick smoke. It's real airy right now. A little bit tight draw, but not bad. The smoke burning off the foot is real aromatic. Real nice. You pick up the cloves in the wood right away. Got a real nice wrapper. It's got some spots that are darker than others, but for the most part pretty uniform. Real nice dark brown. Trying to see if this reminds me of something so I can tell you guys compare, but pretty unique so far. It's got to be the Brazilian wrapper though, Arapiraca. I thought this would be a lot stronger in body and strength, but so far pretty medium body. And I don't taste any pepper either. I think they have it advertised as having a little bit of pepper, but I'm not tasting any. Maybe a tiny bit. But pepper is definitely not the main flavor here. I have a tiny bit of dry pepper in the back. Nothing that'll make your mouth tingle or, you know, be too strong. The main flavor here is cloves, earth, and a little bit of dark chocolate unsweetened. Real deep flavors. Okay, the smoke wafts out, nice and thick. Very good so far. Every CAO I pick up always is completely different and unique, always. Never disappointed by them. And with CAO, the only thing I come to expect is quality, but flavor-wise, I don't know what to expect because they're all so different and unique. I'm always surprised, and so far I've never been disappointed with CAO. I have another CAO there, aging, La Traviata. I think that's one of the newer ones. I'm going to be reviewing that one as well. It's been aging for probably 2-3 months by now. So it should be ready. The burn line. 8 minutes in. Not perfectly even, but there's not one side lagging a lot more than the other. Pretty straight. A bit too early to tell, you know, performance-wise, but so far real good. The construction, you know, aesthetically looks real nice. Yeah. No big gaps. So far no visible glue. That remains to be seen till I take out the band. Just real nice. Has double cap. It's got a double cap. Nicely placed. Notice one of the biggest mistakes that rookies make are never smoked a cigar before, or even if you've been smoking for a long time and you just never learned, is when they cut the cigar, if you know they choose to cut the cigar, they cut too deep. They don't even know what the cap is. The cap, you know, the cigar is just, it's open at both ends, so how they seal one side is they put caps to seal it, and then you have to cut it or punch it any way you like. And usually it's double cap, sometimes triple cap. Either that or it'll be a torpedo, figurado. Now the caps are there to guide you. You're not supposed to go underneath, and you're not supposed to go too much above, otherwise, you know, it's not, or you could go above, but never underneath. You start going underneath, you start hitting the wrapper and all the layers of the cigar, and you bypass the cap, which holds everything together with a bit of glue that it has. So what you're supposed to do, if it's a double cap, you cut in between the first and second lines, which should be pretty visible. You cut in between them. So you should, you know, when it starts getting rounded, pretty much that's the place where you should cut, not too deep. And what happens is the wrapper starts to unravel, and you have to hold it, you know, put some spit if you do mess up, tiny bit of saliva, or a little bit of water, a little bit of moisture, and just fix it. But to avoid all that, you just use a punch. You avoid all of that problem. But you know, if you do like to cut, and you see why it's not the cigar's fault, is that you cut too deep. Another thing is you want it to be a quick, precise cut, nice and clean. So if you use an old cutter, you know, it might not do the trick. Try to use something real sharp. Align it, take your time to align it, and real quick and tight. A real fast, hard motion to cut it. You don't want to be, you know, doing it slow or anything like that, because then you crush the tobacco. To avoid all that mess, I just use a punch. It funnels all the smoke into like a thinner line, like a tunnel, where when you cut it, you know, you just get everything all at once. I just like the way it comes out like a stream, rather than a whole burst. Sometimes I do cut it. And it depends on the cigar. It does change the experience a little bit. So far so good, slow burn. 12 minutes in, barely half an inch. Should give well over an hour, I would say. Should at least break an hour. So far I'm still getting the light clove, deep earthiness, the moist wet earth, real nice, and a little bit of dark chocolate without the sugar, no sweetness. It's a nice deep dark chocolate, but no bitterness or harshness. Despite being such a dark wrapper and all these deep flavors, there's no harshness or bitterness. Tiny bit of pepper, you might not even detect it, all the way in the back, dry black pepper. You get no feeling in the mouth, it doesn't coat your whole mouth, there's no harshness. It shouldn't taint whatever it is you're drinking with a harsh, bitter flavor. So feel free to drink whatever you want. It shouldn't mess up your palate too much. It shouldn't give you that nasty feeling in your mouth. Which is always good when a cigar has robust, deep, rich flavor. You know, real strong, potent in the flavor, and how bold and, you know, robust it is, but doesn't give you that nasty feeling in the mouth. Some cigars are real mild and they leave your mouth tasting and like crap, even for days after. So it's good when it has so much deep flavor like this and doesn't leave that bad feeling or that taste of like ash. It's opening up a little bit more. I'm getting some more smoke, and I'm starting to get a little bit of more. Tiny bit more pepper. It's getting drier. It's getting thicker. Real nice. The clove is dying down a little bit. Chocolate and earth are still there with a tiny bit of clove on the back. A little bit more dry pepper. So far so good. I'm enjoying it a lot. Waited a long time to try this. I bought this one probably 6 months ago. I've been aging this for 6 months, and I've been wanting it to smoke it even before I got it. It's just I haven't had the time, and you know, I'd rather smoke things that I've already smoked regularly, and then keep the things that I really want to smoke and try. You know, keep them aging. So I'll buy 1 or 2 and just let them age, and then I'll keep smoking what I already know. You know, something that I know I like, while so you know, to keep myself satisfied while I'm aging something else. So I've been aging this for quite some time, and, you know, wanting, you know, for years to smoke this one, and so far it's really good. The patience paid off. I'd be satisfied if the flavors don't change. If it stays consistent, I'd be happy because so far I like what I'm getting. And if they do change, hopefully change it to something better. My ice water cleans my palate. Either ice water or cold milk. Whole milk. Clean your palate. So I can pick up any flavor changes. There's a red line at 15. Not razor sharp, but good performance for construction. Can't get much better. This right here, it's only a problem. It's a matter of aesthetics, you know, if it's razor sharp or not. Unless there's like a big lag, like if you see a big you know, gap here and then this is up, you know, if it's real wavy, then it could be a problem where one side lags behind the other. But for the most part, this right here is just aesthetic. It doesn't mean anything, doesn't change anything at all. So far, real good. I'll end it soon. We'll do part 2. I'll smoke down to the second, third. Let you know if anything changed. I'll wait until I'm about halfway to the second, third, so I can, in the same video, get into the last third. Yeah, in the description, I'll tell you how long it was and any final thoughts that I didn't cover in the video. Alright, guys, I'll end it here. So next time I'll do a part 2. CAO Brazilia, Gold, 5x56, really good, robust. Cloves, dark chocolate, earth, tiny bit of black pepper, dry, real nice. Medium body, not too much strength as in nicotine at all, for the most part so far. But that might change. Alright guys, till next time.